This time, the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Open field on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, first and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. Driving for the goal line, loose football. Defense picks it up. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Navy! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Navy will go back on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. It's complete to the right. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Using his legs at Santiago. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. And they'll knock him down. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. On target over the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Got a man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best, and that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Santiago.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. On the move, it's Blunt. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's the best run we've seen from this guy all night tonight. Doing a really nice job, and he's getting better as the game goes on right now. So if I'm on offense, as this game progresses, I'd keep giving him the football because he's wearing this defense down.
Finds the tight end.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, midshipmen. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Tulsa wasting no time.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Offense on the move. A big play there there, gets it to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They want to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. On the run, it's Blunt. Shakes off the defender. At the 45 on its way. Right down the gut of the field. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to give one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got to stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.